defending the like rugby tackle style pass. Okay, so yeah, you can. Yeah, I'm less good. Yeah. Head on. Okay, so Nick has got a hold of my legs here like this. Okay, now what I really want, this is already bad for me because his shoulder's in front of my torso. Okay, so he's got good power to actually drive me flat. So one of the first things I'm going to try to do is like scoot back a little bit and get his shoulder down towards my hips. It means I can actually sit over the top of Nick like this. Okay, so this is the positioning that I want from here. I want to actually be over the top, posted on my hand and reaching over as far as I can around the stomach here like this. So now when it's very hard for Nick to climb his grips. Yeah, if he wants to climb his hands up, I'm actually sort of blocking. Come around this way a bit. Because I'm like folded over the top of that arm, I'm sort of blocking his ability to move that arm to upgrade his grips. Obviously his left arm can't reach too much higher to anything useful either. So it already gives me a decent advantage just by going to this this particular position. Okay, so again, if we're here and we can, we're gonna block the shoulder, get up, and I have to stay forward on this, okay? Watching people do this earlier in the week, a lot of people were kind of like doing this. This is not good enough, okay? He's gonna take me down, his shoulder lifts, and I go straight back. I have to be like forward as far as I can. If I can get my head next to his hips, that's really good, okay? Now, second thing I don't want to happen, I don't want Nick to latch on over my legs like this. If he steps over, it starts to get bad for me. It's hard for me to escape and make space. So I'm trying actually to, I don't want him in front of me. I'm actually trying to like pull myself around to the side and keep my legs away. Much more difficult for Nick to get around and get control of my legs like this. All right, so how do we end up here? A few different ways. It could be, it could be that I'm in butterfly guard, I go for the legs, and I come out to here. This is one way we'll end up there. It could be a over-under pass, or we could end up there, I kick outside the legs, and we end up with like a rugby tackle. I could be escaping the half guard, like a lockdown, and go low, sprawl out, to get outside the legs, or I could have just finished a double leg to end up there. So it's actually a reasonably common position to end up in. All right, so first move from there. These have all come from wrestling. So my normal defense would have always used to be to like push and try and get away like this or hip escape. But I actually find it really effective. I can be offensive if I get up and come forward with this grip. Yep, first move, my legs. I'm gonna try and break Nick's grip. My right leg goes forward, left leg goes back, like this. Okay. Now that I'm here, I keep my hips sprawled, I straighten my right leg and turn my leg through. Go like this, okay? Once that's there, we'll come up to the back. Again. Get like this. And I'm going to break the grip with a fast kick, scissor kick like that. All right, now, it might be intuitive to get up, try to get on top. Here, Nick lifts his head up and drives me back down, takes me down, okay? I have to keep that sprawl. So once I break the grip, I keep my sprawl, follow my leg, hip. Okay, my hips are low, and I switch my hips out to free the leg, come over the top. Alright, let's have a go. It is drill at your one night as well, so if you got something you want to drill, go for it. 4 minutes you, 4 minutes your partner. 3, 2, 1. Now, set up. So anytime I feel like I can break that grip, that's the move I should do. Okay, like if I feel like his grip's loosening a little bit, then I should try to scroll out and get out towards the back. Okay, that's our best first option from there. But sometimes they can hold too tight to actually get us to break that grip. So what we can do, we need to give them other threats, and these are legit threats because you try to sweep. I can try and take him over this way, or I can try and take him over this way. The more he holds on, the less good his balance is. Okay? The tighter his grip is, the more narrow his base is. So one of my favorite ones is to roll them this way. I use this a lot when they're trying to step over my leg as well. But I try to, so from here, I grip, I want to get like right to the side of this leg. So I go from here, forward, grip the leg, and I use that to pull my like chest to the side of the leg. Okay. So I'm getting all the way around to the side. This is really good, especially when Nick's trying to step over my leg, because he's really going to be off balance when he does this. From there, I'm just going to roll underneath this, and then I usually kick my legs up to go over. Sometimes you get stuck a little bit halfway, you kick your legs up and you go over. So here, like this, grip this, pull myself around. So I pull my chest, top of the leg, pull back, and we go over. Okay. Now, obviously, Nick might, he possibly could be balancing, making that difficult, but that might make it easier to free my legs again. Okay? So we need to be thinking about mixing these things up together. The other thing we can do is try to take them this way. So sometimes I can't get Nick, he might be too well balanced to take him this way. I can reach my right hand under, nice and deep. Everyone's over there, so right hand to like the hip, but I actually need my elbow to push back to knock his weight a little bit this way. So I'm going to do this. Okay. Try and get his weight out there. Now, very possible that he posts his hands to resist that. So I can go here, he posts, cool. I start sprawling, and I come out the back. Okay. But if he hangs on, we're going to take him all the way over. So I get here, I start trying to scoot my hips out this way as I pull Nick that way. Okay. If we keep doing this, I can get over the top. Nice and two lines, guys. Give it a shot. So it can be like this, and you can, depending how they react, lift your hips up a bit. Put your feet on the ground. Yeah, lift your hips up a bit. Just kind of lift your hips a bit higher, but feet on the ground. Yeah. Sometimes this happens, and we keep like scooting out till the knee goes across, and we get up. Sometimes you switch hands. You have to kind of feel this out a little bit. So sometimes you go here, they come across a bit, bring them over. You can even poke your head through under the leg. Actually, sorry, sometimes it'll be this grip too, like this. Do the same thing with this grip. Step out nice and wide, a bit forward, knee pointing up. Sometimes people will be like that, and you can poke your head through. From here, we come up, and we start to take that. So there's a bunch of options from there. I want you to practice trying to roll them left and taking them to the right. Anytime you can't do that, sprawl out. Alright, have a go at that. 3, 2, 1. When we get around the corner, actually let's set it up here now, because this is very common. Okay, let's say Nick was doing an over-under pass. I'm framing and he kicks out outside the legs. Okay, so this is where we might set it up from. Now you immediately notice that it's hard for me to get up how I want it. Going for that as the first grip. Okay, so when you can't go up, go sideways and pull yourself to the leg first. Okay? Now that I'm up, obviously if he's driving in, I can use this, but if not, I can now change to the waist grip. Okay? So again, from here, as soon as he gets outside the legs, so I'm blocking, he kicks outside the legs. If I try to get up, it's going to be disastrous. Okay, go on this side, pull myself to the leg. Okay, now from here, I'm reaching over the top. Okay, all right. Now when you go for that roll under sweep like we did before, I go here, I get around. Sometimes when you do sprawl up from here, it's a weird angle to go all the way to my other hip. Okay. So what I'll do here, I'm going to go for a back take. Have a look at my right leg first, guys. Come around here a bit. Now hold the hip, and I'm going to get up. So we're actually going to be somewhat in similar positions here. What I want to do is make sure my right leg's like my knees pointed up. It makes it harder for Nick to get all the way around towards my back. So I'm holding his hip and my leg makes it difficult to get. And you'll see in a moment, but if Nick wants my back, he'll jam his shin behind my knee. Yep. And start to pull kick. Okay, so if I can keep my knee up, it's much harder for him to get that. Okay? And I'm going to do the same thing. So now you come around this side. From here, I'm going to land my shin behind Nick's knee here. Both hands over to the hip. Pull.
When I turn the angle on,
we take the back.
And then swing down with this leg.
So again.
So normal triangle, this is what I got when I first got it.
Go through the sequence, over under. Nick kicks out. I sit up and go for the leg first. Then we're going to go over the top. I start moving around to here. Nick balances well that I can't take him over. So I start to come up. I keep my right knee pointed up. And I'm going to now post and land my leg behind me. Both hands pull in. This shin allows room for the twister hook to feed. We got the back. Alright, have a go. 3, 2, 1.